I'm in no hurry or in any rush, but I imagine that our squats will be just squats for today. I am like endorphin high from a ride I just took. I think the instructor's name was Alex Toussaint from Peloton, and he said some really interesting things that I'll probably hold on to for as long as I can. But what I found interesting about today's low impact ride was just how intense it was. So for today, we were again just a 20-minute ride. As you can see, I'm still sweaty and I've got my window cracked to kind of let in some cool air, but I'm still sweating like crazy. It was very intense and a lot of pushes, and they were all optional, but I chose to participate in each of them. And something about today's ride touched me, and partway through, I just started bawling my eyes out. I was crying so hard, and I mean, like sobbing, choked up, crying in the end of that ride. And I won't try to tell myself why, because the why is only sort of important. But what happened is what I wanted to talk to you all about today. So, in that moment where everything was coming through, and I could see a vision in front of me that wasn't limited and that felt complete, that felt successful. I don't know how to describe why it felt like that, other than all of my cells started rotating in the direction of my vision. And it felt like I'd come home after being lost for years, and walking through the door, and without even turning on the lights in the middle of pitch black midnight, having that waft of that familiar smell, and know that I was safe, know that I was secure, know that I could take risks, know that no matter what, there was space for me, and that space is not so that I could maybe take it up if I earn it, but a space no matter what I do. That the home and future that I'm cultivating for myself, I deserve, no matter how I get there. But that however I choose to get there, I will, is such a liberating feeling. And there were no words during the session that helped me feel that. It was an unlocking in my body. And I felt it at a point right here for anyone who does, like, I don't know, kinesthetic metaphysics. What is this spot? But I felt it right here. And it was like stitching that was arbitrarily and artificially and improperly holding together parts of my body that didn't go were released stitch by stitch. And I was able to escape a very tight film of restriction that was totally engulfing my body, enveloping me and not letting me go. And it was like my whole soul and the fullness of the truth of who I am left that casing through a tiny tear in a patchwork that was only sealed right here. I don't know if that means anything to any of you or if you're feeling something similar, but I couldn't stop crying and I've still got like a little snot going from that experience. So let's get these squats, and I'm gonna get back to it after this. But I had to incorporate that into today's quick check-in. All right, trusty dusty clicker. We are going to reset. Today was another Peloton day, so I say do what feels right to you. For me, other than handling these tears, oh, excuse me, I'm really just going to let myself feel what I feel today and do what I feel today. So yesterday we did 75, day before that 75. If you're feeling like you want to do 75 again, be my guest. I am going to maybe do a lighter 50 today. I think 50 is feeling right for me after today's ride. I don't want to push my body past where I just was. I want to stay there. So I'm going to do 50. Got my trusty dusty clicker set to 0, and we'll get to it. Here we go. So wherever you are, however you are, however you're feeling, whatever you need, whatever you ask for, whatever it is, please understand that you're asking for it for a reason, that it's in your vision for a reason, that you're in this season for a reason. Don't forget about you. If you are in a place where you're not sure if you're allowed to ask, if you're allowed to have what it is that you want in your heart, whether it's moving out of an unhappy situation or moving into a happy one, it doesn't matter. Us postpartum people, as you know, and as I've said many times, know a bit of a secret, and that is the creation of the things that we are desiring in our hearts happens in a peaceful, pensive, and quiet place of contemplation, creativity, and cultivation. We are the petri dish of our lives. So when we're creating the culture, right, the thing that's going to feed what becomes who we are in our environment, well, it turns out it really is feeding it, even if that feeding is in the belligerent commitment to taking a break, even if that is in the peaceful resistance of doing nothing for a moment or for a period. It's okay. And it's okay if instead of that, or in addition to that, you ask. Ask, my love, what is it that you need? Consider the universe to be the most generous, loving, compassionate, rich grandparent you could possibly imagine. And you're their favorite. And they want you to be happy. And they see it for you to be. And so they make it their mission every time they see you to have a little gift to remind you, whether it's a big hug or whether it's a fresh baked pie or cookies, whether it's an impromptu trip to the grocery, or, well, some people like groceries like me, or a quick trip downtown to the shops to pick up your favorite item, or a trip to the farmer's market to see all your favorite vendors, or a trip, a vacation, just the two of you on a day trip where you can tell them all about your dreams, hopes, and the things you're afraid of. Think of your life as if it is being laid out and determined by someone who loves you that much. And then remember, if you're atheist, agnostic, questioning, that person can just be you. It doesn't have to be external. And to those of you who believe in God, remember, God's in you. God is you. You are God. But no matter what, it's in here. It's real. And it doesn't go away just because we stop believing in it. Just because we stop believing in ourselves. It stays. And you are an unlimited master genius of your life. And that might sound very uncertain for many of us. We don't feel like master geniuses of much of anything. It's how you know you are. Because you know your limitations, you know what you don't know. And you're willing to create the conditions for others to support you as you figure out where you go, what you need, and how to get there. Ooh, I've gone to 76. And I said it was going to be a light day, but turns out that my body had something else in mind. I'm going to stop at 78 and take a seat really quickly so I can take a look at you. So, what are you up to? What are you trying to accomplish? What do you hope to achieve? Even if you're just here to hang out with me and watch me work super hard and see whether or not it works out. Hi. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy. And if you're working really hard on something for yourself, know that you're really not alone. You have at least one internet buddy who genuinely wants to know what's going on in your life and how you're doing. I'm so happy to be connecting. And again, whether there's just me on this call, just me on this live, just me on this channel, or whether there's 1.5 million of us here, it doesn't matter. Because every single day, every single decision that each one of us makes, we're touching someone's lives. I believe in that for you. I believe in that for me. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're going to accomplish together. So with that, I hope that you enjoyed your squats for today. Make sure you stretch. As you get stronger, consider challenging yourself. If you're feeling strained, take a break. It's all right. Take light days or modify. With that, I am going to say ciao for now, but I will see you real soon in the next video. Take care of yourselves. I love you. Bye.